Hey, thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Dirt Road Outdoors TV. This week we're going to start the show off down in Kansas at Midwest Whitetail Adventures. It's still turkey season, but this week we got a couple special guests. This week we're going to partner up with the Outdoor Dream Foundation down here in Kansas, and along with Kieth Enlow, we're going to host Chip Madren. He is a stage 4 brain cancer survivor. You know, Chip was just an ordinary kid at the age of 13. He was diagnosed with stage 4 brain cancer. After 48 radiation treatments and 10 surgeries, he's finally ready to go turkey hunting, so let's not waste no time and head right to the blind. Well, the plan for that first afternoon, Chip and his dad were heading out along with cameraman JT Harden. Well, on the first calling sequence, the guys had Tom answer and step out in the field. You know, the guys are watching this big old Tom, and he's acting really nervous. Next thing you know, they look, and here comes a bobcat sneaking into the decoys. You know, Chip didn't get the big Tom use after that first night, but that bobcat put on a heck of a show. Well, let's fast forward to the next morning. I'm taking Kieth with me. We're going to a spot where we roosted some birds last night, so we know there's a bunch of toms in the area. Put a whole flock of decoys out. Let's see if we can make this happen. I'll tell you what, when the birds started gobbling, we were right on top of them. Yeah, we were set up in a spot where we can actually see several different birds in the trees gobbling. I turned my camera off just for 1 second. About that time, they all flew down. So the time I got the camera turned back on, the birds were coming our way. Well, looks like we'll be picking some BBs out of this one.
Woo! What an unbelievable morning. Holy cow, there must have been 10 of those turkeys in those trees. First turkey I've ever killed, which is just unbelievable. This is definitely something I'm gonna do again. Let's go take a look at the bird. That was fun.
You got the boss bird. Did you see him chasing other turkeys down the field this morning?
Yeah, exactly. So he came down, all of a sudden, you know, we let out a call and he went crazy, like, wait a second, started attacking the other one and then led right into the decoys that you had set up over there. And all of a sudden, I hear, shoot him, shoot him. What a cool experience. Holy cow. Look at that. Wow.
That's like probably a 4 or 5 year old bird, 1.5 inch spurs that's pretty big for a reel.
That's cool. Look at that.
How big is it here? Oh, big old.
Wow, look at that. Fantastic. Very cool. What a cool experience this morning. Just sitting here reflecting a little bit. Just really hope Chip this morning gets a bird. He's had a couple opportunities, had an unbelievable experience. Yesterday, sitting there with JT, he had a bobcat coming to the decoys, and a couple opportunities he's had, and just a perfect morning. And just sitting here thinking, I hope Chip gets a bird this morning. If there's ever a kid that deserves to get a turkey, with everything this kid's going through, it's Chip. So it'll be a great experience for him.
This segment is brought to you by the Associate Group, ensuring family, business, and the transportation industry for over 3 generations. Well, right before we went to the commercial break, you seen Kieth kill his first turkey ever, and I think he's hooked. As Kieth and I walked back to the truck, we both got a group text from JT saying that Chip had just scored. So let's go back and see how their morning progressed.
Ready to get her done, Chip?
Well, Chip set up in a food plot where the last 3 mornings, 2 big old toms have showed up at 8 o'clock. So with a little bit of luck, they'll show up again today. Well, the guy's got a group of hens out in front of him acting as live decoys. One's got about an 8.5-inch beard on it. Well, as Chip was watching them hens, they heard a gobble off the east. His dad looked over, and here they come. 2 big old toms coming their way.
Okay, Chip. There's a gobbler. Take your time. That right one. That one. No. Sure. Left one on the left. Get too close. Just, he's on the head. Not down. Left on that left. Shoot again. Oh, Chip. There on the hand. Shoot. No. Get on the one on the first head to go up. Take your time. Wait for his head to go up. Just wait. Now that you got it right there. The other one's on the hand. Oh, shut. Shoot again. Right there, Chip. Right there. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! You can't. That was so intense.
Two.
And I think we might have got a decoy too. If they count, we got 3. I don't know when I've been more jacked. That was intense, man. We got a bird flopping around over here. We got another bird, a big old gobbler still there. You frapped that Jake decoy. Pulverized it. I'm like, no way. And the gobbler is still, and then you, that was the most intense minute of turkey hunting I've ever experienced. Tell me what was going on in your mind.
Well, with you guys saying they had 2 gobblers up on the hill, I started.
You get real quiet when things are about to go down.
And I was.
Ooh, buddy.
Unbelievable hunt. There's no doubt it was meant to be this morning for Chip to have those birds come in to 15 yards and hang up there and let him shoot the first one. The other one stayed there, and 2 shots later, he finally tagged out in Kansas. I'm so excited for Chip right now.
There's a pile of turkeys out here.
Oh my gosh, Chip. Look at the gobbler.
This one did not even flop. Oh my goodness, Chip. Great job. You got a little beard trim in there. You were on him, buddy. You were on him. All right, so hold him like that. And then,
Well, luckily, Keith and I were only hunting about 8 miles away, so as soon as we found out that Chip had scored, we hopped in the truck and headed that way. You know, definitely one of the more memorable hunts I've ever been a part of, and you know, anytime you put a smile on the face of somebody that's went through as much pain as a kid like Chip, makes it all worthwhile at the end of the day. Well, hopefully you enjoyed that video. There's definitely something rewarding about being able to help somebody else, help somebody fulfill a dream. You know, Chip has battled through brain cancer, but he knew he was going to come back and he was going to turkey hunt again. Great job, Chip. Hope you guys will go down and subscribe to the channel, leave us a comment, and we'll see you right back here next time on Dirt Road Outdoors TV.